Today, I'm super excited to launch Architect by Lyzr, the world's first agentic app builder. So, what is an agentic app builder? As you know, Lyzr is a full stack agent infrastructure platform that allows both IT and business users to build agents, add knowledge base, or even knowledge graph, do tool calling, etc. And eventually, you access an API endpoint of the agent and then integrate that with your existing app. And we closely work with their customers to realize that they have two key issues with agent building. Number one, they have the problem, but they do not know how to orchestrate these agents and convert the problem into a solution or get to a solution. And the other one is while Lyzr kind of completes the entire life cycle all the way from building agents to even testing these agents with simulations, but for app building, they had to move out to a different platform, which is not in line with Lyzr's full stack focus. So that's what Architect solves today. You can just now tell Architect what you want to build or your problem statement. Architect will first write a detailed plan or PRD, and then it'll create those agentic orchestrations automatically. It'll even create knowledge bases and tool calling, and it will then create the app for you, the front end for you, and all in one single shot. So that way, you're not looking at multiple systems to build your agents and your front end. Think of an A10, but with agentic orchestration and also having Lovable built in. Or the other way around, think of Lovable, but with now a middleware, which is agents, to which you can attach responsible AI policies and knowledge bases, etc. So here I am, the architect, and I'm going to build an agent, actually an AI SDR that enriches leads and generates emails and sends the personalized email to potential customers. So all I have to do is go ahead and ask, and now the agent enters the plan mode where it actually looks into the thousands of templates that it is trained on. Because Lyzr, we've been building agents for the last 2 years and we have so many templates available with us. It looks into what it takes to build such an agent and comes up with the PRD, product requirement document, or the plan, and then it moves on to building agents. Now, this gives a lot of control for you as a builder, be it technical or non-technical builder. You can read through the product document and make changes if you want, because if you make or edit the changes to this document, the changes automatically propagates to the middleware, which is agents, and then the app as well. So that's what we've done. We brought in a lot of determinism and reliability when it comes to building agents using Architect. So you could see how detailed the plan is. And from then it moves on to building the agents. So here, if you see Architect, not only builds it doesn't build a single agent as such. It actually identifies the kind of orchestration that it needs to bring in, be it managerial or workflow orchestration, and then it builds out. So even if, as an agent architect, you don't have to figure out or think about the whole architecture. And as you could see here, it automatically calls the Apollo tool to identify the prospect's email IDs, and the input, it's assuming that it's going to be a CSV file, which obviously you could change if you want to integrate into your HubSpot or Salesforce. And, uh, and then you can see how the agent creates its own sub-agents in order to get the job done. So let's just hold on for it to complete. Fantastic. It is completed now. A multi-agent orchestration with sub-agents, including tool calling, both Apollo and Gmail. And finally, it moves on to your front-end app building. So it again picks all the instructions from the PRD and passes it to the app builder. So you don't have to now port it to Replit or other platforms to build your app. Everything is done in one shot. Now, what you've done is a one-shot build. Obviously, if you need more control, you can enable the manual mode and go through step by step where the agent is going to ask you more questions and it's going to build the whole thing in a highly interactive manner. All right, so the app is ready. You can launch them as a standalone app, upload the CSV and get started, or you can download the code base or export it to GitHub. Now we can go back and analyze how the agents are built. You can access the prompts and instructions. So you have a lot of control in the middleware now. It is not just prompt to an app directly. And if you want further changes, you can go back to the plan itself, make edits to the plan, and like I said, it propagates to all the agents and app. So this is what Architect is. As a builder, all you have to think about is the problems that you want to solve, and Architect takes care of the rest. And interestingly, our friends at LangChain launched an no-code agent builder today, which allows you to go from prompts to an agent. But unfortunately, there's no orchestration and there is no visual workflow for a business user to understand what is happening. And that I think has always been the difference between what LangChain is trying to do versus what Lyzr does. We have business users and IT teams interest in mind together. Why should there be two different platforms to build agents? The IT or developers can go deep, accessing the code directly, while the business users can use the no code builder, including the visual workflow builder, to build the agents they want to build. This has always been the story of LangChain versus Lyzr. LangChain continues to build and take it to 50th percentile, and Lyzr comes in to do the last but the difficult part, which is productionization. Want to try Architect? Sign up for an early access at architect.new by Lyzr.